Hey there YouTube, Super Brain AK here, and well, I've got an old JumpBoost pack here. This is a lead acid version from Wagan Tech, the 7552, and well, it's an okay product. It's not the greatest. I mean, yeah, show you the ins and the outs. This one was dead from a friend, and I've already done modifications in it. Its battery is toast. Here's its battery. So, big old lead acid. The positive terminal, the negative terminal, was all corroded out, so I had to cut it off. Can't really see it because I've already cleaned it up a lot. But basically the bolt and nut was all rusted. Pardon me, I have a cough. So anyway, it's a Longway 6FM12 12 volt 12 amp hour focus, and kind of see the specs there, but I've got it up here on the data sheet. And max discharge current, or it's, actual, is that the actual data sheet? No. This is the actual data sheet. There you go. So maximum discharge current, 120 amps for 5 seconds. Okay, keep that in mind. We go over to Home Depot. There it is with its clamps. Or this thing's clamps, because it's not ever going to jump that much current. 1000 amp. Really? I mean, if you short circuit it, maybe. Yeah, bat jump starter. 1000 peak amps, 300 cranking amps. No. Both this reseller, 120 amps. Data sheet, 120 amps for 5 seconds. Not 1000 amps and 300 amps jump starting. Yeah, anyway. Clamps. See the negative, I just cut right off. However, if you can see, focus in there, it's silver. But if you actually look inside the connector, focus, it's kind of, supposed to be copper coated or something. Yeah, well, this is a whole bunch of copper coated aluminum. This isn't even all the way copper, or probably aluminum. And I've got a little magnet here on the other half of the lug. I'm going to put you on the tripod now. Sorry about that. Here's the positive here, and that's steel. And then look at this. That's steel too. This could be copper, but they cheaped out on the cable itself. It being silver all the way through, but with copper on the outside. Can you see it in here? Yeah, you can definitely see it in here. See how it's coated in a copper sheen there? But the cross section inside is silver. So, aluminum cables. Junk. So that's, probably 2 ohms there. So you're never getting 100,000 amps. And anyway, it's got a decent light, and the USB definitely puts out 2 amps. So the light in the USB 12 volt socket, not the greatest. Could work for something. But anyway, I pulled the clamps out. Just unwrapped it and unscrewed it from the inside from the battery. It does have an air compressor. This is no longer going to do anything, but switching the air compressor And then I just wrap a cord that I stole from this old little slime thing that I got from my old roommate. Ugh. Don't do drugs, kids. Anyway, so put a cord here from that guy, put to an XD60, and then I've got a little cord here which came from that 300 watt inverter. So now I just plug it in, and then I can use the light and the compressor. So I'm going to give this to my brother, actually. So let's open it up. I pulled the circuit off so I can show you guys without unscrewing anything in the video. So there's the compressor, which is works. You got a 12 amp, probably thermal cutout, whatever sort of fuse, but 12 amps. And then I rewired, these were the two for the circuit board going off the battery, and then the main positive here was here. Yeah, so the positive goes in over this contactor and then into this fuse here. So this contactor just connects the jump cables on. Yeah. And then there's the air hose for the compressor and whatever. So that just comes off there. So it goes to the switch on the front. So that's its own thing. Then you got the circuit board, which is alright. I just realized I didn't have my other light on. So you got your 12 volt socket here, and then this little board is connected after that, which is an interesting little board. See if I can zoom in here. Not bad. It's got a switching circuit for the USB, and then this is for charging. It's got the DC in here, and a little reverse polarity for the things. Nope, this is the reverse polarity. That was on a little wire, which I stole for the output. So that's not used. This is for charging status. This is a little voltmeter that shows how charged the battery is, and this is the power switch for the LED, which the LED actually runs off this circuit. So it's actually constant current, at least in a way, at least constant voltage set by this buck converter. So, and then a little chip there probably for charging, and then this chip for the LED voltmeter. Got some heat sinking there for the charge circuit. Power goes in, light goes out. This may have been for like an AC plug, like a secondary charging input voltage. But yeah. So, let's see if I can put at least one screw back in. I can at least turn on the light and the compressor. Well, maybe not the compressor. That's too loud. Because the light is actually pretty decent. So, put that in there. Grab my cable. So, don't need this guy. I'm going to plug that over on my universal power supply, which is this here. There. Turn it on. About 13.5 volts. Let me zoom back out. So, ready for blinding light. So that's actually pretty decently bright. Let me turn the lights off. Oops, push the board out. And you're completely dark and pretty bright. And turn my lights on. Not that much brighter. So yeah. And I'll turn the compressor on. kind of loud. It pulls, how many amps? Let's see. Yeah. Whoop, that's the camera. Don't grab it there. So about 70 watts there, 5 amps. Basically fully charged lead acid battery. So yeah, that's this thing. Battery is definitely cooked. I mean, he said he used it a couple times, and this is kind of old, and this is Arizona, so I can see why all the wire would boil out of the battery. Especially because, you know, this is Arizona, 110 degrees every summer. Oops. So, it would work for a while, I think. You need a new battery, or just make sure you top it up with water every, you know, couple months, 6 months or so. Or unless you're in colder climates, so the battery won't boil away, just sitting there. Anyway, yeah. Kind of good in some ways. This circuit board is good. That's just why I'm keeping it. And the compressor, I think, works. So, got a cooling fan. But yeah, definitely not 1000 amps, 300 amp peak, or 300 amp charging, 1000 peak. No, not gonna happen. Anyway, and if you want to see that battery actually do 1000 amps, you might want to check out my buddy Kevin. Oh, darn it. No? There we go. Nope. There we go. Kyle Bishop. There we go. This guy. He's awesome. He's blown up many things with lots of current. I'm talking about... where is it? That's the battery. Motor Fred. Basically, the prodigal son of Photon. Hope he's out there still. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.